mailbox is overflowing with names I don't wanna read, and the garden that we planted is surrendering to weeds. I still buy the loaf of bread that only you would eat, and I walk the long way home just to avoid our favorite street. The clock on the mantelpiece has finally ticked its last, and I'm jealous of the gears for being frozen in the past. I'm a master of the fine, I'm the king of doing well, but I'm pacing in the hallways of a private kind of hell. The world keeps on turning like it didn't feel the break, but every breath I'm taking feels like a grand mistake. Now I'm just learning how to live without you, which is like learning how to breathe without the air. I'm moving through the motions, I'm talking to the blue, trying to find a version of a day where you're not there. It's a long, hollow road, and the sky's turning gray, and I'm terrified of how much I've forgotten since today. I'm surviving, but I'm living without you. I went to the theater and sat in the middle row, in the seat where you lean over and whisper what you know. The stranger to my left had a laugh that sounded wrong. It reminded me that I've been out of place for far too long. I'm scrubbing out the stains of our dinner on the floor, and I'm locking every window, I'm bolting every door, because if I let the light in, I'll have to see the dust of the beautiful machines that have fallen into rust. I'm a ghost in my own skin, a shadow on the wall, waiting for the me I was to finally end the fall. Now I'm just learning how to live without you, which is like learning how to breathe without the air. I'm moving through the motions, I'm talking to the blue, trying to find a version of a day where you're not there. It's a long, hollow road, and the sky's turning gray, and I'm terrified of how much I've forgotten since today. Yeah, I'm surviving, but I'm living without you. You say that time is a river that carries us away, but I'm standing in the shallows, begging it to stay. I don't wanna get used to the quiet in the hall. I don't wanna get used to not having you to call. The latch is rusted and the wood has started to swell, in this hallway full of stories that I'm forced to retell. I've pushed against the frame until my knuckles turn white. but the memory of you keeps leaking into the night. There's a draft across the floor where you used to kick off your shoes, and a hollow kind of ringing that I can't seem to lose. I tell the neighbors it's the wind or the house getting old, but it's just the ghost of us refusing to be controlled. Every time I think I finally locked the pain away, the hinges start to shrieking on a shade of gray. I'm a prisoner of a threshold that I can't seem to cross, counting every second of this everlasting loss. Because yours is the door that won't close quietly. It bangs against my rib cage, it demands to be seen. Just when the silence settles and I think I'm finally free, the phantom of your exit comes crashing back to me. No matter how I bolted, no matter how I try, the wood begins to splinter and the ghost begins to cry. It's a jagged, heavy rhythm, a heartbeat in the hall, a door that won't close quietly after the fall. After the fall, I painted over the scuff marks where you slammed it shut, but the pain is just a bandage on a deep and jagged cut. I can still hear the click of the metal, the finality of the sound echoing through the floorboard, shaking the ground. I tried to wedge a chair beneath the handle for a while to block out the vision of your sad departing smile, but the shadows have a way of slipping through the cracks, reminding me that once you leave you're never coming back. And the cold air follows me from the bedroom to the stairs, finding all the empty spots in my desperate midnight prayers. I'm bracing for the slamming, I'm waiting for the thud of a love that's still a fever running through my blood. Because yours is the door that won't close quietly. It bangs against my rib cage, it demands to be seen. Just when the silence settles and I think I'm finally free, the phantom of your exit comes crashing back to me. No matter how I bolted, no matter how I try, the wood begins to splinter and the ghost begins to cry. It's a jagged, heavy rhythm, a heartbeat in the hole, the door that won't close quietly after the fall. Maybe if I leave it open, you'll wander back inside, but the hinges are just screaming about the way our promise died. I'm caught in the vibration, I'm living in the swing between the joy you promised and the winter that you bring. The shutter in the frame, the house is calling out every syllable of your name. I'll never get to sleep, I'll never find the peace. The slamming never stops, the pain will never cease. It's wide open now and it's screaming in the hall, the door that won't close, the door that won't close at all. Fed out. The signal's down to nothing, but I'm staring at the bars, while the city lights are drowning out the flickering of stars. I've tuned the radio to static just to feel a little noise, to replace the haunting echo of your laughter and your voice. I'm sitting in the kitchen where the shadows lean so long, trying to find the moment where the frequency went wrong. The tea has gone to ice and the clock has lost its beat, while the silence makes a home for itself in every sheet. I'm stuck inside a frequency that no one else can hear, a broadcaster that used to be playing in my ear. I've disconnected everything, I've pulled the cables thin, but I can't find the switch to stop the state I'm living in. Now I'm drifting in the mode of loneliness, a station in the dark, a heart in deep distress. There's no one on the other line, no ghost within the wire, just a cold and empty fireplace where we used to have a fire. It's a hollow kind of channel, it's a transmission of the blue, the setting that I default to when I'm waking up without you. Yeah, I'm locked away in the mode of loneliness. To a crowded room and feel 1,000 miles away, a satellite in orbit with nothing left to say. I see people touching shoulders, I see them sharing light, while I'm vibrating at a pitch that disappears from sight. I memorize the pattern of the cracks upon the ceiling, a map of every jagged way that I've stopped actually feeling. I'm a ghost in high definition, a blur upon the screen, searching for a signal in the spaces in between. The world is sending messages I don't know how to read, because you were the only translation that I'd ever need. Now the volume's at a zero, but the ringing is so loud. I'm the only person reigning in a sky without a cloud. Now I'm drifting in the mode of loneliness, a station in the dark, a heart in deep distress. There's no one on the other line, no ghost within the wire, just a cold and empty fireplace where we used to have a fire. It's a hollow kind of channel, it's a transmission of the blue, the setting that I default to when I'm waking up without you. Yeah, I'm locked away in the mode of loneliness. Is there a way to recalibrate, a way to find a shore, or am I just a vessel that doesn't have a port anymore? I'm clicking through the memories like I'm searching for a sign, but the only thing I'm finding is the end of the line.
The mirror is a witness to the hollow in my eye, to the shaky way I'm breathing and the fine in my disguise. I'm picking up the pieces, but the edges are so thin, and I'm losing count of every single battle that I'm in. I force myself to coffee, force myself to shoes, trying to walk a different path than the one I'm bound to lose. The hallway feels a mile long, the door is made of lead, but I'm fighting off the ghosts that keep living in my head. They say that what doesn't kill you makes you twice as tough, but I think I've had enough of being strong enough. I'm weary to the bone, I'm shivering in the heat, just a soldier with a broken heart who's refusing to retreat. And they call it the strength, but it feels like the struggle, trying to keep my head above the debris and the rubble. It's the weight of the morning, the drag of the day, the price I have to pay just to keep the dark at bay. I'm holding on to nothing with a grip that's turning white, searching for a candle in the middle of the night. There's no glory in this fire, no prize in this juggle, just the jagged, lonely beauty of the strength in the struggle. I see the world is moving through the window of the bus, while I'm mourning the catastrophe of what became of us. It takes a kind of courage just to keep a steady hand when the map you used to follow has been buried in the sand. I'm scrubbing out your memory like a stain upon the floor, but I'm weaker than I was the 100 times I tried before. Yet I'm standing and I'm breathing and I'm looking for the light, even if it's just a pinprick in the curtain of the night. Everyone foot in front of the other feels like war, and I'm wondering what the hell I'm even fighting for. But I'm still here, I'm still pulsing, I'm still tethered to the ground, even if the only victory is not staying down. And they call it the strength, but it feels like the struggle, trying to keep my head above the debris and the rubble. It's the weight of the morning, the drag of the day, the price I have to pay just to keep the dark at bay. I'm holding on to nothing with a grip that's turning white, searching for a candle in the middle of the night. There's no glory in this fire, no prize in this juggle, just the jagged, lonely beauty of the strength and the struggle. It's not the winning, it's the staying in the ring. When you lost your voice and you've forgotten how to sing, it's the slow and heavy climb up a mountain made of glass, waiting for the winter of this loneliness to pass. God, it's heavy, but I'm still in the fight, the strength and the struggle against the night. I'm still trying, the strength and the struggle. Just keep breathing. The sunlight hits the floorboards like a ghost across the room, cutting through the heavy air and the traces of your perfume. My arm reaches out instinctively to find your tangled hair, but my fingers only graze the sheets in the cold, unmoving air. The kitchen hums a hollow tune, the kettle starts to cry, and I'm forced to face the morning truth without a reason why. The dreams were so much kinder, they let me hold you close, but now I'm just a witness to the thing I miss the most. The ceiling's just a blank slate where I trace your silhouette, trying to remember things I haven't lost just yet. Oh, there's a gravity in waking up to your absence, a weight upon my chest that defies all common sense. The world starts spinning forward, but I'm anchored to the floor, staring at the shadow of your coat behind the door. It's the loudest kind of quiet, the sharpest kind of blue, opening my eyes and realizing I'm not waking up to you. Yeah, I'm waking up to your absence. I see two mugs in the cupboard, and I reach for both of them. A habit from a lifetime that I can't seem to condemn. I almost ask you what you're thinking, almost call your name, but the silence in the hallway tells me nothing is the same. The clock is ticking steady, but the time feels like a wall, and I'm just standing in the rubble, waiting for the fall. I go back to the darkness if it meant I'd see your face, instead of finding nothing in this wide and empty space. The day is calling out to me, but I've got no place to go, just a heart that's moving heavy and a mind that's moving slow. Oh, there's a gravity in waking up to your absence, a weight upon my chest that defies all common sense. The world starts spinning forward, but I'm anchored to the floor, staring at the shadow of your coat behind the door. It's the loudest kind of quiet, the sharpest kind of blue, opening my eyes and realizing I'm way too absent. They say the light is healing, that the dawn will bring the peace, but every sunrise is a tether that refuses to release. I'm bracing for the good morning that I know will never come, feeling every nerve go cold and every feeling go numb. Getting higher now, the shadows start to fade, but I'm still in the hollow of the promises we made. I'll try to get up tomorrow, I'll try to catch my breath, but waking up without you is a little taste of death. Just another morning Waking up to your absence, so empty, the bed is so wide. Waking up to your absence. We sat on the hood of that rusted out car, counting the promises, not the stars. You held my hand like a sacred thing before the winter took the sting of spring. We drew a circle around our names and swore we'd never play the same old games. We used a word that felt like a shield before the cracks in the armor were revealed. The ink was wet on the script we hadn't lived, with more to take than we had to give. We were building a bridge to a distant shore without checking if the pillars could take any more. And I guess forever was just too much to ask, a heavy weight behind a beautiful mask. We were trying to hold the ocean in our palms, trying to find the storm inside of the calms. It's a long way down from the height of always, wandering through these empty, haunted hallways. I didn't know that the end could come so fast, but I guess forever was too much to ask. Now always is a bitter taste in my mouth, like a compass needle pointing nowhere but south. I see the boxes stacked up by the door, proof that us doesn't live here anymore. You didn't lie when you said you'd stay. The world just got in the goddamn way. We were young enough to think we'd win, but the house always takes what you put in. The clock is ticking on a shelf that's bare, measuring the silence that we have to share. We reach for the moon and we hit the ground, and I'm still reeling from the breaking sound. And I guess forever was just too much to ask, a heavy weight behind a beautiful mask. We were trying to hold the ocean in our palms, trying to find the storm inside of the calms. It's a long way down from the height of always, wandering through these empty, haunted hallways. I didn't know that the end could come so fast, but I guess forever was too much to ask. If forever is a lie, then what is a day? Just a collection of things that wither away. I would have settled for longer, I would settle for stay, but you can't negotiate with a heart that's turned to gray. So go on and leave, take the forever with you. I'll stay with the pieces of the me that you knew. It's a quiet house, it's a cold, dark test to realize it always was too much to ask.